This is Calling Out the Shadows with Neal Winsomer, a Clarity Over Comfort podcast. My name is Neal Winsomer. I'm the author of Calling Out the Shadows, a book coming out on June 16th. And this is a podcast that will touch on parts of the book, extrapolate and dig in a little bit deeper, while at the same time expand out into some of the areas beyond the memoir. It will include certain guests that will come on, and it will include ideas that stand what I believe should stay in a subjective, sharing, engaging manner, and not telling people what they are or what they've done, or defining people as a whole. I've seen in this area, when it comes to high conflict communication, narcissism, Darvo, gaslighting, a lot of people that put out these guides and, that bad word of almost self-help, that you'll have a certain individual that went through a certain situation with certain circumstances, and now they claim to have the answers for everyone. That's not what I'm doing here. I did go through a situation, and I did spend a little bit of time studying other people's situations and what these meanings meant and what was happening inside of everything from evasive communication, unhealthy communication, family court, AI, and the in-betweens. And what I'm trying to share and what my goal here is to share are ideas where some may resonate, some may be different, some may be opposite, and that we can have conversations that stand in humility and subjectivity, as opposed to assumption, hype, and empty claims. I'm not claiming this to be the end-all, be-all. I am stating and sharing that there may be pieces in here that could help, or that you might recognize, or that you might resonate with. I'll be touching on in this podcast, as I do in the book, the fathers and mothers inside high conflict co-parenting situations, family members that are one step out but still close to the dynamic, aspects of how the law can treat people, whether they have representation or not, how AI can be helpful, how it's a little bit more when it comes to an AI prompt than just asking a certain question and thinking that's the answer, taking a greater responsibility. And a key element inside of healthier communication, especially when it feels like you're being attacked with all sorts of negative, toxic, awful communication, is standing in that humility, standing in that subjectivity. And while you could be absolutely dead to rights, it might not be the right time to share that thought, to send that email, to respond to that text. Other ideas will be going through, as I mentioned before, AI prompts and especially documentation. How we're documenting experiences to be able to prove them when they need to be proven. And whether that's showcasing patterns with an individual you're arguing with, to bringing these arguments in a better evidentiary formation to the courts. I'll also go in a little bit more into the pattern recognition, as well as the protective narrative work for protecting, telling, and publishing sensitive stories. This can tie into some of the memoirs from experiences you may have, as well as tying into elements of maybe you have a story and you've been afraid to put it out there because you think someone's going to try to squash it or attack you or stop you or sue you. These ideas tied around family, tied around high conflict, tied around negative communication, tied around AI, bringing this circle of subjectivity and humility and understanding that we might not understand it all, but that we can have conversations, connect, learn, apply, adapt, and take what we need, leave the rest out, and move forward maybe just a little bit better than we did yesterday, a little bit stronger, and setting a little bit better of a precedent to go forward. That's what I think of when it comes to the idea of getting out of the shadows and calling out the shadows, and that's the idea around this podcast. I hope you'll consider joining me for an episode or two.